All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High-Octane Racing League Buschwackers Xfinity Series hits Daytona tonight for two 35-lap races. It's the Daytona Duels, High-Octane Racing League style. Two 35-lap races at this big, wonderful track that is Daytona. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victories tonight here at Daytona and set the grid for next week's full event? There's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the Buschwackers Series here at Daytona tonight, two 35-lap races. The winner of each race make up the front row for next week's full event at Daytona. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here at TurnLeftTV. We've got a good one for you tonight, baby. Little Daytona action. That's right, 2 weeks at Daytona. It's that time of year, isn't it? It is that time of year. Well, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Two 35-lap races here tonight. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. It's round number 4 of the season, so we are going to collect some points tonight. And then, of course, next week, front row set by the winners tonight. Always a fun time of the year, too, man. We're all excited about the Nascar season starting up again. And racing in our future throughout the spring and summer, so excited, man. This is a fun event too. Daytona Duels here, High Octane Racing League style. Guys are joining the server here, and we got about 13 minutes left to go in the practice session. Starting a little bit early. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, there are 3 self-managed server packages you can choose from. Not only servers for rFactor 2, but how about hosting your website, your online store, some VPS hosting, and shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. You get a quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. Also, you get updates to point standings, schedules, quick link to TurnLeftTV, all that jazz right there at HighOctaneRacing.net. Michelle Venor cheering on Jesus tonight. Oh, with the hearts and stuff too. My gosh, Jesus. My face is red for you, brother. Take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Franco Alvarez, 2-point lead over Arthur Vieta. Sean Jacobs sits in the 3rd position. Craig Marizon is 4th. Dennis Schuterich sets in P5. And Palumbo is 6th coming into tonight's race. Gordon Carter 7th. Givaldo Spindola is 8th. 9th is Wesley Dean. Top 10 in his first series out here with us. Chris Harvey sits in the 10th position. Page number 2, here you see Claudio Bardelli Jr. leading up that effort. P11 there. Dana Grover is 12. Tied for 13, Tony Furtado, Preston Hassel, Eugene Fedorov, and Andrew Smith tied for 15th. Steve Pierce and Randy Merricks tied for the 17th position. And, by the way, I want to send out a special get well soon to Eugene Fedorov. He's my homeboy, man. Messaged me and wasn't doing so well, so we are definitely sending out our thoughts and our prayers to Eugene Fedorov. We love that guy. The Snow Maiden. Take a look at the schedule. Of course, tonight, 2 races, 35-lap races here at the Daytona Duels, setting the grid for next week's full event there at Daytona. And that'll get us through the halfway. And then on the back half of that season, see Atlanta. Charlotte Roval, are you kidding me? Yeah, baby. I've driven that track in these cars. I tested it out. It's legit. I like it. Let's do it. That's coming up on February the 28th. Phoenix Raceway on March the 7th. Las Vegas Motor Speedway on March 14th. And Homestead Miami Speedway, 2.5 miles there in a row to finish out the season. So great schedule and a little bit of a twist there with the Roval. I can hear the detractors now. We're getting some folks in the chat session, of course. We got to get Jesus's Chica in here chatting. Michelle, also Jesus on there. Please don't hit me tonight. My wife is here. Oh, Jesus. No problemo, mi amigo. Lucas Enrique as well. Wishing Givaldo. Who's the original? Jelson Neto. And Givaldo in here. Givaldo always kicking us off, man. The right way, buddy. Right way. There you go. We love Givaldo, man. I think, in my opinion, most popular driver. Everybody's got a soft spot for Givaldo. Kicking us off here tonight. So love that, man. Love that. Take a look at the track. Does anybody who knows anything about racing not know about Daytona? 2.5 miles. The crown jewel of motorsports in terms of stock cars, I will say. 2.5 miles. 4 turns with that tri-oval. 5 turns maybe. 31 degrees of banking in the turns and 18 degrees of banking in the tri-oval. A lot of room to race here. And I mean, when you're coming into racing, sim racing, man, this is like one of the first tracks you get on here, right? Daytona. All about stock cars here, baby. So anybody who loves racing knows about Daytona. Hey, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget that thumbs up button. Really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and then smash that bell. That way you get updates when races are going live. Thanks to all those folks who have subscribed. I got some more subscribers just this week. I appreciate that. Share my videos with all of your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You are more than welcome to share mine. Invite your friends to subscribe to the channel. I would love that, man. So please continue to support me, whether it be live or on replay. Thank you for supporting TurnLeftTV. Some guys rejoining the server there, a little bit of a hitch, but man. Some good stuff here tonight. Got 6.5 minutes left to go in the practice session. Tony Furtado, the top time so far in that 9 car. Valvoline sponsored Chevy. There will not be an inversion in race number 2, Givaldo. I want to clarify that. We're just going to go requalify and do it. It's so hard to do the inversion. I can't do that and broadcast at the same time. Will is busy he's working actually right now. So to answer your question, Givaldo, there will not be an inversion. I'm just going to go requalify and get it done. All right, there, a little bit of conversation for me to get these guys set up on what the format's going to be. It's like 3:49 left to go here in practice. Don't forget to help old Claudio Bardelli Jr. out by going to his YouTube channel, Sober Tom Podcast on YouTube. Check him out, man. He's going to be in the 19 car tonight, and going to be one of those favorites to win this race. So check him out at Sober Tom Podcast. All things music coming from an expert, and that is Claudio Bardelli Jr. High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder going to do the same thing tomorrow night in the Cup Series. That's right, race number 5 of that season. 2 35-lap races there, and I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix it up with the boys. So that's coming up tomorrow in the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series, man. We love the Cup Series. Come on out and join us. QR code there. If you'd like to come on out and join us on Discord, get signed up for that series. We have a lot of fun in that one. Let our hair down a little bit, not quite as serious, and pretty fun stuff. Tough Truck Series will be back in action at Lucas Oil Raceway. Oh my gosh, I got Sean Jacobs on the poster there, so he's going to be bragging to all his friends at work. But hey, Lucas Oil coming up, 140-lap race coming up on Wednesday. Great series, man. Big fields. We've got a tire rule in that series as well, so excited for this one coming up on Wednesday. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Wednesday, February the 12th, Lucas Oil Raceway in the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. Hey, Vieira, you're going the wrong way, bro. So I got 16 drivers joining us tonight. A couple of our new drivers. Wesley Dean, Chelsea Neto back out as well. Somebody in the 77 car, Rory Cameron Martin. Rory Martin out here tonight. He's a GT3, he's a GT3 kind of guy, IndyCar kind of guy, and we're mixing it up. All right. Whoa, boy. Getting ready to go to quals, baby. Getting ready to go to qual. How about that? Ritsky Novar? The Indonesian guru? Ritsky Novar? The mechanical engineer? Dude, is that guy right there? That famous guy? Join us in the chat session? Wow. How about that? Where's that guy been? All right, these guys going to qualifications. 16 drivers joining us so far. We may end up having some more guys join us as well. So we're headed over to quals. Let's see who the first driver out on the grid will be. I get it, bro. 9 a.m. on a Saturday is very difficult. I got to get up early tomorrow because I got fiber getting installed, baby. Looks like Franco Alvarez is the first driver out on the grid. Let's see where old Franco going to put that car. Franco Alvarez paints a lot of cars for us, and I'll tell you what, man. Great paint schemes. This guy loves painting this. Lucky for us, he loves painting these cars. We have been blessed with Franco Alvarez's paint skills and his friendship. A few laughs along the way. Franco Alvarez out here mixing it up with us. Argentinian driver. He might be our only Argentinian driver. Coming to the United States next year to go to the Daytona race, not the 500, but the I think it's the August race. Can't remember when it is now. It used to be in July. So that'll be cool. That will be cool. 83, Franco Alvarez. Got these cars figured out too, man. He's got quite a few championships now under his belt and always looking to get another one. No driver in the field can match him as far as working that strategy. 49.257 there for Franco. How about Dana Grover here in the 88 Fireball Flash sponsor machine? Oh, this means he's racing from home tonight. Usually races from the Trax VR facility, but racing the Fireball Flash scheme. Toyota, number 89, sorry. The Franco masterpiece, I believe. Preston Hassel at the top of the grid. Rory Martin now, 49.161. 16.390 there in sector number 2 for Dana. A little bit fast. Here we go. Let's see. This could be a big one. This could be a big one for Dana Grover. 49.176 P3 for Dana. That's Sean Jacobs in the 24 Kubota sponsor machine. Got to get that car in the front. He's on the poster. Here we go. The 24 Kubota sponsored Chevy looking fast here. 48.985. Wow. How about that? Wesley Dean in the 8. Number 8 car. Michelle Bruno cheering on Fireball Flash. There you go. Salt Life sponsored machine. 49.191. P12 there for him. Jesus Iglesias out here to impress. What do you say? Su esposa? Oh, his. How do you say his? What se dice his en español? The 22 right now in P15. Sean Jacobs top the grid. Archie Vieta second. Gordon Carter third. Bardelli Jr. fourth. Givaldo is fifth. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias. Let's see where he lands. A little bit off the pace there in sector number 1. A little bit faster in sector 2. He's got some work to do. $49.230 P15 for him. A little work to do for Jesus. Let's take a look at Dennis. Oh, Dennis. What's going on, bro? Dennis must... Hello, Dennis? Dennis is out for a Sunday drive. Michelle Bruno cheering on Fireball Flash. Jesus looking a little bit faster in these two sectors here, but I don't know. He's going to have to really put together something here in sector number 3. But he might move up a few spots. The 22 Shell sponsor machine, 49.122, and he moves up to P9 in the top 10 for Jesus. Ritzky Nova, I don't think Ritzky, poor Ritzky, man. Raven Puff here in the Toyota in the pits. So it looks like quals have effectively ended. So interesting grid there. That's going to give us a little time to get this party started, I believe. Let's get this party started.
'cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson, saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully no pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Buschwackers. Saturday night. Thunder. Tough trucks. Nascar, IndyCar, GT3.
All right, we are back. It looks like qualifications have officially ended, so we will give you the qualification results. Looks like a couple people there have to rejoin, looks like. We'll give you the qual results. Give them a few minutes here. All right, I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and this is the Buschwackers series tonight, and this is the Daytona Duels. 2 35-lap races tonight. And we have flag-to-flag coverage for you, of course. We're excited for tonight's race. And we'll see if we can't get a good session results here for the quals. Sean Jacobs qualifies in P1 with a 48.985. Arthur Vieta starts outside row 1. Gordon Carter and Claudio Bardelli Jr. row number 2, P3, P4. Starting in the 5th position, Givaldo Spindola. That guy has been qualifying better and better and better each week. Gelson Neto in the 12, Tim Horton sponsor machine. Qualifies in P6. Tony Furtado qualifies in 7th. Franco Alvarez starts in the 8th position. Jesus Iglesias will start in P9. Dennis Schuderson starts in the 10th position. Starting in 11th is Rory Martin in the 77 car. Dana Grover in the Fireball Flash Toyota starts in P12. Starting in the 13th position will be Preston Hassel in the 27. Wesley Dean in the 8 car will start in 14th. Starting in 15th will be Chris Hughes in the 7. And Ritsky Novar starts in P16. Looks like we actually have 17 drivers out here, so All right, we've got about 6.5 minutes or so in the warm-up session before we go live. Don't forget, man, we have more racing headed your way this weekend. If you'd like to come out and join us for racing here at High Octane Racing League, we'll be right back here at Daytona. We're doing the same format in the Cup Series as we do the Buschwackers Series, 235-lap races. This is not televised. I actually get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and those guys get out, take out their frustrations on me and beat me up here at Daytona. I got a chance to win Daytona. So it's race number 5 of the season, and we'll set the grid for next week's Daytona race, full event there. Same format, but just different cars. We do the Cup Series. So guys really like this series, too. It's a fun, open setups, but we openly share our open setups. We're really, really friendly about that. Whatever I have, I just send out and share. So we have a lot of fun racing on Saturday nights. Man, this series has been going on for since 2001. When I first joined our High Octane Racing League, they were shifting over from NASCAR Heath to Papyrus NASCAR 4, and we were doing some pickup races. They said, come on out and join us. Got me in the big postal weight, brought me over. I was doing some pickup races, and it ended up being the Saturday Night Thunder. So here we are, 24 years later. That's crazy. Just crazy, man. Well, get your picks in here for this race. My pick for race number 1. Got to get that one in, get that official. My pick is going to be, oh boy. Some people say that my pick is a kiss of death. In that case, Sean Jacobs is in trouble because I pick him to win race number 1. We usually call him Sean Dega, but it's Sean Tona tonight. Take a look at the race keys here tonight as well. Of course, it's Daytona, man. You got to be patient here. Be patient. Can't be too patient. It's only 35 laps. Got to pick a lane. A lot of this jockeying around, lane changes can lead to big-time problems. Be checkup ready. Give yourself some room between you and the car in front of you. Make good pit stops, and you're going to have some frenemies tonight. You cannot win this by yourself. You have to draft to win this race. Those are my keys here at Daytona. Couple minutes, about 2.5 minutes left to go. And again, I want to say thank you for coming out and watching the. Hey, who's Chica? Who's Chica? Rooting on Ritsky. Uh-oh. A new chatter in here. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday. A tire rule series, man. Yeah, that's right. Tire rule, 140 laps from a tire muncher track, and that is Lucas Oil Raceway. This track right here is about 40 miles from my house. I live right outside of Indianapolis, about 40 miles outside of Indianapolis, north of Indy. And I've been to Lucas Oil Raceway many, many times, and also Indianapolis Motor Speedway many, many times. So this is home for me. And I'll be broadcasting it live right here on TurnLeftTV. My home, one of my home tracks, I don't know, is it Indy or is it Lucas Oil that's my home track? Actually, Lucas Oil is a little bit closer to me than IMS, but it's not far. I mean, it's only a couple miles to IMS from Lucas Oil, so. Get the tough trucks, or excuse me, the Saturday night, what am I saying? The Buschwackers schedule. Next week will be the full race at Daytona, setting the front row with the Daytona Duels this weekend. Next week's race will get us halfway through the season. Really appreciate all the folks coming out and watching the race. Love that. Love folks. I tell you what, when I first started doing this, first of all, it sounded a lot different. I was pretty boring and didn't have any inflection in my voice. And man, didn't think I was going to have as many subscribers as I did, as many people watching the race too. I was so nervous, and here we are, 3-4 years later, still doing it. All right, 2 races tonight. The first one, 35 laps. Headed your way right now.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, here we go. Andrew Smith, I thought you were racing with us tonight, man. All righty. Grid lines up. Don't forget, this is the first of 2 35-lap races. We got to find a good screenshot here. There we go. That's not bad. 2 35-lap races here. And let's take a look at the starting order. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in P1. Art Vieta starts in the 2nd position. Gordon Carter starts in 3rd. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in the 4th position. Starting in 5th is Givaldo Spindola. Gelson Neto in the 12. Tim Horton sponsor machine starts in 6th. Tony Furtado starts 7th. Franco Alvarez starts in the 8th position. Starting in 9th is Jesus Iglesias. Dennis Schuderich in the 47 starts 10th. The 77 Dirty Mo Racing Chevy starts in 11th. That's Rory Martin. Dana Grover starts in the 12th position. Starting at 13th is Preston Hassel in the 27. Wesley Dean starts in 14th. Chris Hughes starts 15th. Ritsky Novar starts in 16th. And Ed Palumbo starts in P17. So going to be an interesting one here. Hopefully have a good, clean 35-lap race. Want to see some green flag pit stops. Don't forget my keys here to the race. And be patient. Be patient. I know it's a short one, but still, be patient. You're definitely going to have to make green flag pit stops. Assuming this goes green from start to finish. Pick a lane. Low sudden lane changes, not expecting that car to be able to fill the gap that you're trying to get into that can cause some problems. Check up ready, man. Be check up ready. Give you some room between you and the car in front of you. Make good pit stops here tonight, and you got to make some frenemies as well here at Daytona. 17 drivers joining us. Lights are out on the pace car. Sean Jacobs in the 24 Kubota-sponsored Chevy will lead the field to take this green flag. This guy's going to tighten it up a little bit there. Back about P5 on back. The pace car going to dart down pit lane, and here we go. Race 1.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, we're off. 24 and the 56 nose to tail. Get a good start. With Sean Jacobs, the leader, as Gordon Carter has gotten around Vieta, now in P2. Vieta tucks in the 3rd position. Down the backstretch. Claudio Bardelli Jr. running in P4. See him in the 19. Just ahead of him is Arthur Vieta. I have a feeling that those two Brazilians will be working together. Tony Furtado shown in the 6th position. Givaldo Spindola is 7th. Oh, little contact there. Rory Martin. Little contact. Looked like he got down on the low side. Jesus Iglesias in the 77 got together. Rory Martin being a little aggressive here early on. Look at the 12. Gelson Neto on the outside. Tim Horton sponsored 12 car. On the outside, they need some help up there. 83 of Franco Alvarez trying to give him a push. You see 47, Dennis Schuchen up on the high side as well. Right now, Sean Jacobs, our leader. Nose to tail for these guys. Take a look at Dana Grover. Dana Grover in the 89. Following the 10 Raven Puff sponsored machine. That's Ritzky Novar in the Toyota. Trying to make some moves on the outside. You're going to need a little bit of help here. Only got about 4 cars up on the outside line. Leslie Dean down to the bottom side there behind the 89. Here we are on lap 3. Sean Jacobs the leader. Gordon Carter 2nd. Arthur Vieta is in 3rd. Bardelli Jr. is 4th. And Givaldo Spindola is in P5. Givaldo's qual positions getting better and better and better each week. More consistent. Oh, we got a big mess here. Big mess. Like Raven Puff into the inside. Also the 77 involved, and a big one right there. Took out a bunch of cars. And a big wreck there. Big time wreck. Sean Jacobs will take the caution flag. Preston Hassel looked like, I'm not sure what happened to him. He was involved in this. Take a look here. There's 3 wide in the middle. Preston Hassel on the inside. The 77 coming down, getting into the 27 car. And then climbing up the grid, not 3 wide, is not advised. And 27 hard into the wall. Franco Alvarez got caught in that as well, but let's take a look at the 10 of Ritzky Novar. You see the 77 in the middle. That is Rory Martin. 89 trying to sneak through. Martin comes down, gets into the 27. And then those guys up the track right there. Look at that. Collect the 8 car. The 10 car coming across. 47 tried to get through as well. And the 12 got involved. So, oh man, that was Ritzky Novar had a hard contact. Right here on board with Rory, and he got into, looked like he got into Preston Hasselden on an inside line. Maybe Dana Grover's view. Man. Look at that. That's a hard place to be 3 wide. Right here, down on the inside. Contact. He made it through. I don't know how the heck he made it through, but he did. Wesley Dean got caught up in this as well. You see the 12 also gets caught up in that. Right there, man, just a big crash. Wesley Dean might have gotten through fairly unscathed if he stays out of the wall. So Wesley Dean keeps that car pointed in the right direction. He, back up on track like that. That is pretty catastrophic there. Yeah, man, he ramped it right there. The 7 gets caught up in that. Man, that was a big one. That was a big one. So it looks like a yellow flag here. We were reviewing some cautions, so early yellow flag. This guy's all right. These guys will be going green here soon. So big crash there. All right, 24, Sean Jacobs, the leader, Gordon Carter second. So that the front two has not changed. Archie Vieta is in third. You see Bardelli Jr. in the fourth position, the top Ford. So 3 Chevys up front. Tony Furtado fifth. Dana Grover, the top Toyota, sits in the sixth position. Givaldo Spindola seventh. Jesus Iglesias eighth. Franco Alvarez ninth. And Neto in the Ford is 10th. Chris Harvey says he's been out driving on iced out roads. Don't do that, bro. Andrew Smith. Sorry to see you have button box issues. I got a awesome button box, man. Pretty no nonsense, and it's a Derek Spear button box, and like it. It's pretty awesome. Couple rotary encoders on it, quite a few rotary encoders as a matter of fact. Ignition, start, bunch of buttons. So the 24 is our leader. A little bit of a little aggressive there on the start. Those guys got about 5 laps in and decided to create some chaos, so to speak. Hopefully these guys will get some good green flag laps in. 2 races here tonight, so this is race number 1. Sean Jacobs has elected to take the inside line. That puts Gordon Carter up on the outside line now. That before they got a really good jump, and Carter was able to dive down, get behind Sean Jacobs. Vieta tucked in behind the 56. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out with respect to this restart. We got 3 cars, 1 lap down or more. Wesley Dean in the lucky dog position. Preston Hassel is 1 lap down in P16. Ritsky Novar 2 laps down in the 17th position. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Get ready to go back green. Pace car's off.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And back to green. Guys are maybe got a little gun shy now, wanting to make sure that they get a good clean race in the books. Looking out a little bit differently now. Look at that, the 9, Tony Furtado jumping ahead. So Tony Furtado now up to P2. The battle there for P3. Looks like Sean Jacobs has it. But that high line is a little strong right now. Now it looks like it's starting to give up a little bit. So the 9 and the 56 nose to tail. Gordon Carter the leader. Tony Furtado is in second. Sean Jacobs third. Archie Vieta is fourth. Dana Grover rounding out the top 5. A bit of a gap there between P2 and P3 as they come down into turn 1. Deli Jr. Good run here on the bottom line, getting by Franco Alvarez. It looks like Chris Hughes is going to give Franco Alvarez a little bit of room. So good solid there by Chris Hughes. Let Franco Alvarez tuck in line. So Chris Hughes running in this 7 car in P11. Gordon Carter, the leader. Furtado, second. So this would be a big win if Furtado could cash in on a win. He took some time off. Got, life gets in the way sometimes. Operating his own business, running his own business, and now getting back into it. Sometimes when you take off like that, man, it's like starting new when you come back. Rory Martin and Dennis Yudichin having a battle here. Rory Martin's got a good run on the outside of that 77 car. Dennis Yudichin in the 47 on the bottom line. Gonna need some help on that outside line to really make some moves. Got a pack here. Oh, there's a contact! And the 77 came down there, it looked like, across the front of Rory Martin here. Let's take a look. Rory Martin. See Dennis Yudichin in the 47. Rory Martin coming down. And right there gets across the nose of the 47 car and then gets in the 10. Staying green. Holy Toledo. So those guys, we got a little breakaway. A little breakaway of about 10 cars or so. 9 cars, 10 cars. Alvarez at the tail end of that, I believe, in P10. So Nico Alvarez running in the 10th position, not like what we normally see. Take a look at Gordon Carter leading the field. Behind him is Tony Furtado. Go on board here and take a look at Tony Furtado on that right side screen. As we take a look at Gordon Carter leading the way. Tony Furtado trying to stay right there on the backside of the 56. Sean Jacobs running in the 3rd position. 15 laps in. Guys have settled down a little bit. Hey, Rodrigo Vincente. Oh my gosh, that guy right there is royalty. Rodrigo sets the bar so high for the rest of us to try to match that, and I don't think it's possible. He does a great job. Good to see Rodrigo. Ian here, I'm very honored you come out and watch the races, man. Watch us at broadcast, and really, really honored of all the good things there you said. So thank you so much, man. Good to see Rodrigo out. The flow. It's the flow, Rodrigo. You got the flow. Looks like Rory Martin had made a pit stop, now coming back out on track on that low side as those guys go around the high side. Did a good job of warning those guys that he was coming off pit lane at 77 car. Now running in the 16th position. Tough night there for him. Ardelli Jr. and Alvarez mixing it up. Ardelli Jr. on the inside. He's got the draft. It's going to be a tough task for the 83 to be able to pass Bardelli Jr. as long as he stays in line. Now, those guys drifting up the high side, that's going to help him a little bit. But it looks like Bardelli Jr. now holding on here. Now we're starting to hear some guys indicating they're going to be coming down pit lane. This is going to be interesting. You lose Sean Jacobs here. He's indicating he's going to be making a pit stop. So pit stops underway, baby. Here on lap 18, I think these guys are going to be coming down pit lane here. This could get a little dicey with all these guys pitting together here at Daytona. This could get a little bit dicey. Look at that. We got 2 cars peeling off, 3 cars peeling off. Carter, Jacobs, and Furtado peeling off to make a pit stop. Sean Jacobs on pit lane with 2 other drivers there with him. And that's going to give the race lead to Artur Vieira. Tony Furtado also on pit lane. So some guys have stayed out. Other guys pitted on that big caution flag. So we're on some different strategies. You see Furtado now trying to get back out. He's going to need some help here. Looks like Ritsky Novar just behind him. Definitely going to need some drafting as Furtado rejoining the racing surface in P11. Artur Vieira the leader. Dana Grover in second. Givaldo Spindola is in third, battling on the outside. So Artur Vieira, our leader. What a cagey veteran that guy is, huh? First met Artur probably about, I don't want to say, was it like 6, 7, 8 years ago, racing at racing in a league where we're doing GT3 cars. Jefferson Rickards League, Alta Velocidad. And that guy, he could drive a GT3 car. You could put this guy in a golf cart and he would make it competitive. This guy's rolling up on those guys who made pit stops here. So Dana Grover just behind in the second position. Got a little bit of a mix in P3, P4. Gelson Neto in the 12, running in the third position. You can see Gelson out with us in that Tim Horton sponsor machine. Free coffee after the race from Tim Hortons. 68 car, Givaldo Spindola running in the 4th spot. I'm telling you, Givaldo is going to get a win here soon. He's got some help with Jesus Iglesias on the high side. Claudio Bardelli Jr. also working too. Now those guys, oh, look at that. Gelson Neto peeling off the track to come down pit lane. So Gelson Neto making a pit stop here on lap 21, all by his lonesome. Back here, Givaldo's starting to make some moves. He's got some help. Jesus just behind him in the 22 Shell-sponsored machine. Oh, no! Gotta be careful there. Holy smokes. That got interesting. A little bit of a touch in the back by Jesus to the 68, and those guys about came around. Oh, my heavens. Bardelli Jr. was not the benefactor on that one. He dropped back. Wow. That got a little dicey. Let's see if we got a little bit of a replay here. Right there, that hard lick right there. And the 19 gets into the back of the 22. And look at those guys. They are, oh, man, Alvarez was able to sneak down to the low side. He saw that checkup and filled the spot on the bottom side. How about that? Artur Vieira, the leader. Artur Vieira does not make too many mistakes, man. 68 also running in P2 now. This would be huge if Givaldo could win this race. 23 laps in. Jesus Iglesias in second. It looks like 4 pit stops underway. Chris Hughes, I believe, on pit lane. Chris Hughes making a pit stop here in the 7 car. I don't think a full load of fuel is in order here, just to top off. And he's on pit lane for a long time. And Palumbo also, you see, beating him out there. Archuleta, I think, will probably make a pit stop here. We'll see. And it does look like Archuleta coming down pit lane. Oh, Bardelli Jr. hot into the pits. Woo! So Archuleta making a pit stop. The leaders all coming down pit lane. I think Dana Grover's still out there. He's got the 83. Those two guys are going to be pitting together, I believe. So Dana Grover and the 83 of Franco Alvarez, I think they'll be coming down pit lane together. Dana Grover, the leader. Franco Alvarez, second. Jesus Iglesias in third. And these guys are going to be pitting this time.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, yellow flag. A yellow flag. Sean Jacobs has come around. Oh, no. Utichin on pit lane. Let's take a look and see what happened. We got some guys out of fuel, too. Dana Grover out of fuel. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, Jacobs got into the outside wall right there. Jacobs, pulled the car off the wall, got into the 12. So the 24 came around. Wow. It looked like he grabbed onto the wall there. He got up into the wall, just a little bit of bouncing off, upset the balance of the car. Oh. And then the 12 gets caught up in that. That's Gelson Neto. Gelson Neto had nowhere to go. So a caution flag here late with guys on pit lane. Now you see Dana Grover finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. But Claudio Bardelli Jr. shown as the race leader. Wowza. Mixing things up here late in the race. 27 laps in, late in this race number 1. Wes Dean indicating he has the lucky dog, but he is almost out of fuel. So we're not sure whether he's going to make it around again. So it looks like Wes Dean now coming down pit lane. So lucky dog, not so much. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the leader. Archuleta second. Furtado third, Palumbo fourth, Carter is fifth. Wow, late race caution here in race number 1 has mixed some things up. It's going to be interesting to see how the scoring goes on this and how these guys are sorted toward the end of this caution flag, how they line up. forget the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV from Lucas Oil Raceway. 140-lap race. Man, it's tough on tires, too. We have a tire rule, 12 total tires allotted in this series. A lot of fun. We have big fields and some strategy going to be into play here at Lucas Oil. That's a home track for me, at 40 miles away from where I live, and a fun track. We're going to have to run that high line. That's coming up on Wednesday right here on TurnLeftTV. Don't want to miss it. Racing starts, or quals will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we're going to see some wave-around cars here. I believe. Vieira is shown as the leader, and you see several cars there ahead of him that I think are going to get a wave around. One of those is the 77, and I think that Rory Martin will get one of his laps back starting at the tail end. Like the 24 will also, he's at the tail end of the lead lap, so the 24 will be able to drive around. Some late race drama here in race number 1. Now, I got to be thinking about Bardelli Jr.'s strategy here. He's got the 4 of Artur Vieira just behind him. We know those guys like to work together here, but here we are, we're going to go back green here with maybe, like lap 31. And I don't think that Bardelli Jr.'s want to give up that spot. But also I think of Vieira, Tony Furtado and Palumbo starting in P3, P4, those guys could really have an effect over who wins this race. And I'm not saying that it's locked up between Bardelli Jr. and Artur Vieira. I mean, you got some KG veterans there. Furtado, Palumbo, Gordon Carter back there as well, Chris Hughes. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. And right now, my confidence level for this thing ending or not having another caution flag is pretty low. I think the aggression is going to get turned up. Finishing position here in this race has no effect on the next race. I don't really have the admin aspect. I can't do this and broadcast at the same time, and I don't have a live admin to do in-field inversions or anything like that. So these guys are just going to re-qualify. You do see Sean Jacobs coming down pit lane, so he's not going to take a wave around. He's actually making a pit stop. And it looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. will take I think Rory Martin will pass the pace car. Bardelli Jr. and Vieira will start side by side here on the restart. Lane choice will be the 19. I think I would take the inside line. Some of these guys are on fumes too, and I'm not sure about Rory. He's indicating that maybe he might not be able to. He gets the wave around, but he said he's thinking about coming down pit lane, and if you do that, you don't get the wave around. So these guys, that aren't stock car aficionados really may not know the rules exactly how they work in stock cars, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what this 77 car does, given the wave around option. So I think he's going to get a wave around. He will start at the all right, looks like Rory did get the wave around. Now, Bardelli Jr. has taken the inside line. Artavietas is in second up on the high side. Look at that. Furtado and Palumbo start in row number 2, P3, P4. Gordon Carter, Chris Hughes going to start in row 3. I think what you'll see is Bardelli will try to get a really, really good jump. Vieira's going to try to slide behind him between the 19 and the 9. That's what I think is going to go on here. Palumbo's got a good car here in that Hellman-sponsored Chevy in that 54 car up on the outside, just behind Artavieta. Across the start-finish line will be on lap 32. The pace car coming off this time by, and that's going to bring us back to green. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Oh, Vieira gets a good run right there. Oh, and I think Bardelli Jr. didn't get into the gas. And Vieira gets around, so Arthur Vieira gets around. Bardelli Jr. now takes the lead. Bardelli Jr. that's an assured helper right there, and that might be a planned deal. Those guys back there behind are not super pleased with that. We have the leader, Bardelli Jr. second. Furtado is in third. Tony Furtado. In that Valvoline-sponsored Chevy. Running in P3. Ed Palumbo in fourth. You got Gordon Carter working his way up to fifth. Some guys that might be working together here. Gelson Neto running in the sixth position to that Tim Hortons number 12 car. Oh, Vieira leaving a little space there, but Bardelli Jr. didn't bite on it. Kind of protecting that bottom side. Down the backstretch. Look at Gelson Neto running in the sixth position, trying to squeeze underneath that 56 car. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 to go. Vieira the leader, NASCAR BR Chevy. A lot of championships under his belt. Claudio Bardelli Jr. A lot of championships under his belt as well. It's getting a little interesting here as Palumbo trying to give that 9 a shove. Gordon Carter back there as well, working the high side. See if they can't work this high side to get around these guys. Oh, little block. Palumbo might have got it into the wall. Furtado to the inside. Oh, no.
Yellow.
Yellow flag. Oh, Furtado trying to take that spot. And Bardelli Jr. spinning. And that may give us a green-white checker. Oh, my heavens. Wesley Dean got caught up in that as well. And I don't think Vieira wanted to see that. Certainly Bardelli Jr. didn't want to see it. Take a look and see what happened here. Ed Palumbo tucks out. Furtado tucks out. And Furtado coming up there a little bit, gets into the 19. And then, oh, this is going to hurt right here. Oh, my gosh. The 22, Jesus Iglesias got caught on that as well. Wesley Dean tried to avoid. He got caught. Wesley Dean coming around there. Let's take a look and see, maybe from Dana Grover's perspective. On board here with Dana Grover. There's contact there. It looked like maybe the 9 came up the track a little bit. Board here with Ed Palumbo. Back this up a little bit. Furtado, Palumbo hits the wall there. Furtado goes down to the bottom side. Palumbo's going to follow him, and Furtado comes back up the track and gets into Bardelli Jr. Gets into Bardelli Jr. Take a look at Furtado. This is, see if we can look at this again. Look at this. Furtado dives down to the inside. He's going to come back up the track here. As he comes back up across the track, you see that that dotted line is Bardelli Jr. holding his line, and then the 9 gets into it and spins him. He comes up the track. The 22 has nowhere to go, and then hard into the outside wall. Wesley Dean trying to miss it. He and Preston Hassel get together. Wesley Dean, tough break there for him. Take a look at this. He's just trying to get through. He and Preston Hassel, obviously they know something's happened, and they're just trying to get through, and Wesley Dean does a good job of missing the 19, but he gets into the 27, and then straight up the track into the wall. So a late race, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. All right, looks like all right, so the 4 car of Arcavieta is the leader. It looks like Ed Palumbo is in second. Dana Grover third. Gelson Neto fourth. Chris Hughes is in fifth. As we are in a green-white checker situation in this. So going to be interesting here. We'll see what Artevieta does now. A little bit different scenario for Artevieta. Dana Grover in this mix as well. Also, Gelson Neto in the fourth position in that 12 car. So got to be questioning what So that looks like the 4, Artevieta, the leader, is going to take the inside line. Ed Palumbo is going to start on the outside line. This guy has been able to, he got into the wall a little bit there just before that. So he and Tony Furtado kind of ducked down to the inside to get around Bardelli. Prior to that, Palumbo made a little scrape on the outside wall and then dove down to the inside. So now Palumbo, I don't know whether he's got some damage on that 54 car. He didn't come down pit lane. So now, you got to be wondering how that Hellman sponsor machine is going to be able to handle here on this restart. We got a green-white checker. So these guys are going to be getting lined up here. I think they'll get the 1 to go here. So I think that 4 car is going to take the inside. That's my guess on this. And it does look like he is. So he's taking the inside line. That's going to put the 54 up on the outside line. The 89, Dana Grover on the inside. Gelson Neto starts in the 4th position. Couple cars on pit lane. Uderchin and Martin both on pit lane. Palumbo lagging back there just a little bit. He's hoping to maybe get a good jump. So we got to really beat Johnny on the spot there with that reaction time to be able to get around the 4. Now, Dana Grover, he is fast on restarts. Dana Grover is, tell you what, that racecraft, since he's joined HORL, has improved so much. He's hard to beat in the Cup Series, too. He's got some wins here in the Buschwackers Series, some Truck Series stuff, too, so competitive all around. Keep your eye on the 89 Toyota here on this restart. Gelson Neto is going to start in the 4th position in that 12 car. Chris Hughes will start in the 5th spot, and Franco Alvarez will start in P6. All right, the pace car coming off this time by. Here we go. Back to green, green-white checker.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And a good start there. Grover right on the back of Archivieta. And looks like Archivieta, Dana Grover able to get around. And Palumbo is in third. Down the backstretch. Seven of Chris Hughes is in third. Rico Alvarez fourth. Gordon Carter is in fifth. So that high line did not pan out. And it looks like Dana Grover now going to the high side. He's got Chris Hughes behind him. Oh, Franco Alvarez, big shot to the backside of the four car. Vieta gets a good run there with that Alvarez push. Gordon Carter's going to the high side. They're still side by side through the corner. Well, drafting in the corners. Ed Palumbo back up here as well. He's on a mission. Gelsinetto just behind him. It's the last lap here. Down the backstretch. Ed Palumbo up to P3 into the back of the 83. They're going to fan out as they come off turn 4. Fan out off turn 4. Let's see where they go. The 12 car up into the wall. Neto into the wall. Archivieta is going to get the win. Franco Alvarez and Palumbo second and third. Sean Jacobs somehow scraping back for a fourth place finish. So Archivieta getting the win here in race number 1. So good job to Alvarez. Archivieta. Alvarez gave him a heck of a shot there to get him to the front. So congratulations to Archivieta and getting the win. So wow. So Archivieta with the win. And an exciting race. We had a few caution flags and maybe a few tempers flaring. So congratulations. Whoa, that ain't it. God. A lot going on there. Good job to Archivieta and getting the win. So, well, good job to him on getting the win in race number 1. We'll get a better screenshot for him, obviously loaded up, but good job to Archer. Fantastic run there for him. So we'll go through the finishing positions. Okay, we'll take a look at the final results here in just a second. Final results there in race number 1. Archivieta gets the win. Franco Alvarez finishes second. And Palumbo third. The fourth Chevy is in P4. There's Sean Jacobs. Chelsea Neto, the top 4, and finishes in the 5th position. In 6th, Dana Grover. Chris Hughes finishes in the 7th position. Gordon Carter, 8th. Tony Furtado finishes in the 9th position. Givaldo Spindola finishes in P10. Finishing in the 11th position is Preston Hassel. Jesus Iglesias finishes 12th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in 13th. Rory Martin, 14th. Dennis Schuderson, 15th. Wesley Dean, 16th. And Ricky Novar finishes in P17. These guys will get a little bit of a restart here. We start the session over. So a great job to Artur Vieira on getting the win there in race number 1.
A lot of soul.
So it looks like we restarted this the session. So these guys are right now, I think, if I got this right, these guys are in the should be in the practice session here pretty soon. So we're getting ready for race number 2. These guys are taking care of some business, if you know what I mean. Getting ready for race number 2. So Artur Vieira gets the win, so he's assured a front row starting spot next week at Daytona in the full Monty. Looks like everybody is here. I think we've lost one driver. He decided not to do race number 2, so hate to see that happen, but 16 drivers so far. It looks like we are back in the practice session. All right, so at 50 minutes, these guys are right now at 58:40, 50 minutes. These guys are going to go to quals and re-qualify for race number 2. So race number 2 headed your way here. Quals will begin in about 8 minutes or so. Again, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those folks who have subscribed. So everybody coming out watching the race tonight as well. We got another race. Don't go away. Another race headed your way. And quals will begin here in about 7 minutes or so. So a lot of guys here just chilling right now, just taking some time And like I said, I appreciate everybody being here and supporting TurnLeftTV. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tomorrow night. If you're interested in racing with us, there's a QR code. Come on out and join us. There's, of course, our Discord address there, too, in the banner. Don't forget to check us out on Discord. There's race 5 at Daytona tomorrow in the Cup Series. 35 lap races there. Should be a fun one. Well, thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I really appreciate it. Let's get this party started again.
TurnLeftTV. 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 To your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson, saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Buschwackers! Saturday night! Thunder! Tough trucks! Nascar! IndyCar! GT3!
All right, we're back. We are getting ready to go to the qualification session. This is race number 2 of the season and of the night here at Daytona for the Daytona Duels, and we're headed to quals here very, very soon. About a minute left before qualifications. So that first race, Artur Vieta gets the win in that one, and congratulations to him. So he is on the front row for next week's race. So good job to Artur Vieta in getting the win in race 1 of the night. Who's going to win race 2? Is it going to be Artur Vieta again? Could be. Could be. So here we go. Headed over to the qualification session. So race 2, qualification session, and I don't have the capability to invert the grid or we do that, but so race 2 headed your way, and we're going to do quals. 10-minute qualification session, same format as normal. And we are back at it for race 2. This should be a fun one as well. You guys learned some lessons maybe from race number 1, and it looks like maybe Franco Alvarez, Claudio Bardelli Jr. out, Dennis Schuderchin as well. Take a look at Dennis Schuderchin here in the 47 car. As you see, man, you want to get a good qualification position here. I don't think it's as big a problem, starting further back. The only thing that I'm worried about is like what we had at the beginning of the race, where we had a huge pile up. For those guys that were back there, he got caught up in that. That was not a good deal for him. So Dennis Schuderchin in the Toyota. Buffet sponsored Toyota. Cheesy pizza. Dennis Schuderchin, one of our great drivers from Ukraine. He's in the Kharkiv area. Great city of Kharkiv. Guy's won some races, won some championships here at HORL. This guy's first met him racing, really racing in Indy cars, doing the broadcasting here at High Octane Racing League. He joined our IndyCar series, how I met him, and here he is, one of our most cherished members. Right now shown P2, 49.234 for him. How about Gordon Carter in the 56, High Place Moving, sponsored Chevy. Got our Canadian drivers, 49.693 for Gordon Carter. Tony Furtado here in the 9 Valvoline sponsored machine. Tough into race number 1 for him. Let's see if he can get back here in race number 2. Valvoline sponsored number 9, one of our old guard HORL drivers. Tony Furtado in the Chevy. Let's take a look and see what this time is. 49.174 P9 right now for Tony Furtado. Ubaldo Spindola in the 68. Top time, Claudio Bardelli Jr. with a 48.975. Sean Jacobs, 2100ths. Get that be 200ths. Behind. Yet in third, Martin fourth, Carter is fifth. Let's take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. Or excuse me, Givaldo Spindola. Sorry, I was looking at Claudio's name. I'm an amateur, dude. 49.066 P11 for Givaldo. And Palumbo looking like he has finished up his. He's right now in the 7th position. In 8th, looks like Jesus has finished up his as well. I'm not sure about Ritsky Novar, what his plan is. He's on pit lane. So not hearing anything out of Ritsky Novar. So it looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. is all right. So these guys are now in the warm-up session here for about a minute or so. We get a refresh. Take a look at the qualification results. Let's take a look at the qualification results. I think we'll take a look at them. Here we go. No, it doesn't look like they're going to show us the results. That didn't. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Sean Jacobs, Art Vieta, Rory, Cameron, Martin, Gordon Carter, top 5. Jesus Iglesias starts 6th, Ed Palumbo 7th. Dana Grover will start in the 8th position. Starting in 9th will be Chris Hughes, Jelson Neto 10th. Givaldo Spindola starts in 11th position. Dennis Schudergen will start 13th. Franco Alvarez, 12th. Franco Alvarez 13th. Wesley Dean 14th. And 15th, Tony Furtado. And then Ritsky Novar 16th. All right, here we go. Getting ready to get the command to start the engines here for race number 2.
Attention grid, we're all non-essential.
Round number 2, baby. Round number 2. Let's take a look at the starting order for round 2. Sean Jacobs in the 24. Art Vieta in P2. Gordon Carter starts in the 3rd position. Rory Cameron Martin 4th. Gordon Carter 5th. Oh, wait, something's wrong. That ain't right. I don't think that's right. Yeah, I see. They give us a funky starting order there. Ignore that starting order. I don't know what the hell is going on. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in P1. Don't let you forget it. So race number 2. It's rFactor 2, man. They're just like, I want to say, just one step short of being a really, really good sim racing game. But I think it's like they're a mile away sometimes. It's dumb stuff. So, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is our pole setter. Jacob starts in the second position. And this is race number 2. We have 16 drivers. One driver decided to quit after race 1. Yetta and Martin will start in P3, P4. Gordon Carter, Jesus Iglesias, 5th and 6th. Palumbo, Grover, 7th and 8th. Chris Hughes, Jelson Neto rounding out the top 10. So race number 2, Art Vieira got the race number 1 win. And here we go. Lights are out on the pace car, and we're going green, baby. We are going green for race number 2. Thank you for coming in and watching, sticking it out with us. Had a little bit of an intermission. And here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. Race 2 underway. The winner of this race will start on the front row. We've already got one, and that is Art Vieira, but he wants to win both of them. Rory Cameron Martin almost came down and had some crash there with the 56. Thought better of it. Martin in the 77. Trying to find a way to get down to the bottom side there, but just got to, he gets a little bit of help there for Iglesias. Iglesias didn't like that, I don't think, and maybe got the back of the 77. These guys are getting after it. As the Bardelli Jr. the leader, Art Vieira is in second, Jacobs third, Carter fourth, and Palumbo is in fifth. Dennis Schuderchen off the pace. He's up the track. Dennis Schuderchen in the 47 off the track. So something happened there. May have been some contact. Take a look here as Schuderchen on the high side, Givaldo on that low side. Side by side there, you see Givaldo on the inside. It gets out of the... Oh, he tried to come up the track there to avoid the... Oh, and more contact. Tried to come up the track to avoid Jelson Neto, and he might have come up and gotten into Schuderchen. Take a look at this again. Watch, actually, that's Dana Grover just ahead. So coming off the corner, watch the 68 car. He's got a good run. The 89 on the bottom side. He wants to go to the high side right here. It comes up. Not enough room, and hits the 47 into the wall. And then 47, try to get it off the wall, gets into West Dean. Woo! Look at this. Jelson Neto and Rory Martin battling it out. Neto on the inside, Martin in that 77 on the outside line, and Jelson Neto going to tuck in behind the 77. A little Camaro and Mustang working together here. So Rory Martin making that pass. Chris Hughes working his high side. West Dean on that bottom side in the 8. And his 7 going to tuck in behind. West Dean holds on to P10. Chris Hughes is in 11th. Back up here with Claudio Bardelli Jr. A little bit of a breakaway here. This race seems to be a little tamer. See the 19 of Bardelli Jr., the leader. Art Vieira in second, Jacobs third, Carter is fourth, Ed Palumbo is in the 5th position. Rory Martin is in 6th. Just behind him is Jelson Neto in the 12. So we have a 7-car breakaway. You can take a look at this. This is Tony Furtado and Ritsky Novar battling. This is also the 83 of Franco Alvarez and Chris Hughes. So those guys trying to get something organized in this second group to see if they can close in on that front group. Rory Martin on the outside, the 77, trying to get around that 54. Does he have help? He has a little bit of help there with the 12. Can they make some moves? There's just two of them. Those guys stay in line on that bottom side. I think it's going to be a lost cause for the 77 and the 12. And Palumbo getting back by. Rory Martin has to tuck in. Take a look at on the front of his car at Palumbo. Palumbo running in the 5th position. Palumbo has an uncanny way of keeping that car up front, man. And he gets into trouble. He seems to find a way to get that car back up front. So the 54 running in the 5th position. Again, nose to tail for these guys. Rory Martin still giving it a shot on the outside. Going to really take some, almost a miracle to be able to pick up a spot there. Those guys nose to tail. He's giving it a shot, though. Maybe cooling that radiator out a little bit, too. Take a look at the 47, man. He is now back in the 16th position. He wants a caution flag, no doubt. Gelson Neto at the tail end of this field. Now those guys going down to the bottom line here. Not enough room there. He's trying to get by on the bottom line. Palumbo says no, can't do. On board here with Gelson Neto, watching that battle just ahead. Look at Jesus Iglesias running. Oh, man. Got him in a little pickle there. That car was sideways. Jesus Iglesias running in the 9th position, just behind Givaldo. Wes Dean running in P10. Fireball Flash, 89. Dana Grover. That Toyota running in the 11th position. These guys run over at Happy Hour Racing League. A little bit of experience running around each other. Wes Dean in that 8 car, one of our new drivers in at Salt Life sponsored Ford. Oh, contact there. Oh, Iglesias up the track.
Yellow.
And the 8 comes around. Oh, my heavens. It looks like Wes Dean into the wall. Big time damage there for Wes Dean. So, wow. Like, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like Jesus Iglesias comes down pit lane as well. Got pushed down there. And looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. will close in. Take a look and see what happened here. Take a look here. Givaldo got down on the inside. I don't know if he got hit. Let's take a look. Might have taken a shot here in the corner. Iglesias might have gotten into the back of him. Right there, he hits Givaldo in the back, I think, here in the turns, and that gets Givaldo out of whack. He's down on the inside, comes back up, gets into the 22, and the 22 into the wall, popping back off the wall, and gets into Wes Dean. Man. Jesus, I think, might have gotten into the back of Givaldo. Here, we'll back it up just a little bit and get an eye on this. I think he might have made contact here in the back end. He gets into Givaldo right there, pushes him off the track. He's in here, and then comes across the track. And Wes Dean gets caught up in that as well. Ow. Generally not a good idea to bump draft in the corners. Wes Dean on the leads him into this deal. He's going to get turned into the wall. Oh, man. Hard lick there for him. Hood off the car. So right there, there's just contact to the 68. and he gets down. That pushes his down to the inside. He's trying to hold on to it. He gets down to the inside. He hits the, comes back up, gets into Iglesias. Iglesias coming down off the wall into Wes Dean and Dana Grover. Take a look at this on board here with Dana Grover, and you see, oh man. And then all heck breaks loose. See out in front of Ritsky Novar's car. He's a little bit far back here, but up there, up the track, across, out of the throttle. It's a sneak through, and what a job sneaking through there. He and Tony Furtado able to get through. We go back to live here and take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. All right, Bardelli Jr., the leader, under our first caution flag. $19. Is he going to come down pit lane? I think he probably will. I think we're going to see some guys come down pit lane here. Archie Vieta also probably going to follow him down pit lane. We'll see. It does look like those guys are coming down pit lane, so a lot of takers on pit lane. Take a look at Gelson Neto on pit lane, that Tim Horton sponsor machine, taking some service. So gets out, maybe gains a few spots here. We'll see. Gelson Neto coming out right now, shown in the 7th position, but I think Givaldo probably going to, he's going to get this laps led and then come down pit lane. So we probably gained a spot. Don't forget to head on over to the Sober Tom podcast on YouTube. That is Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s YouTube slot, and talks all things music. It's the Sober Tom podcast on YouTube. Join Claudio Bardelli Jr. over there. One of our good race buddies. Don't forget to help me out by clicking on that Sim Lab web link in the description of the race. And if you're interested in purchasing something through them, I'm an affiliate through them, so help me out, man. The Sim Lab race rig, as a matter of fact. I'm sitting in it right now. I do my broadcasting from my simulator. So I love it, man. Easy to put together. I've been able to add on pieces as well. No problem, man. It's really really easy to do that profile, aluminum profile stuff. Fast shipping. And great sturdy sim rig too. I don't know, man. I just think Givaldo's going to come down pit lane here. I mean, I just keep getting the vibe that he's going to come down pit lane, but Perhaps not. So I'm a little curious here as to why Givaldo, he didn't go into the pits. He stayed out. Gonna have a little bit of damage to that machine, I believe. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does here on lane choice. Or does he duck down pit lane this time? I'm just not sure what the plan is here for the 68 car. It kind of perplexes me because it's sort of out of the box. And I'm seeing the lights are out on the pace car here, so we don't know if we have one more lap. Sometimes with RF2, you don't see the light. It doesn't really work, so we'll see how this works out for him. He's got us guessing right now. I will say that. Definitely guessing for what he's going to do. I personally would come down pit lane. I would have pitted with the when the rest of the folks pit. They're on that first. Oh, he does. He's coming down pit lane. This is interesting. Interesting to come down pit lane. I don't know if I would have played it that way, but hey, different strokes for different folks, right? So Udichin on pit lane, Alvarez on pit lane, Givaldo on pit lane. So interesting strategy here. Maybe he's thinking, working the math there with the fuel mileage situation. So that side-by-side view, and you see Givaldo coming back out. He's going to start in the 15th position. So Arthur and Bardelli. Vieira and Bardelli starting 1-2. You got 54 and the 24 starting in 3-4. Getting fancy with the camera work, huh? So Michelle Bruno rooting on Dana. So we got to get Dana on the screen with the Fireball Flash scheme tonight. Racing for home, I think. That means he's racing from home. I don't think he's racing from the Tracks VR facility tonight. So interesting situation there. Maybe they had a special event or something. All right, lights are out for real this time on the pace car, and 19's chosen the inside line. Vietta's going to start on the outside. Row 2, 24 and the 54. The 56 and the 12 will be in row 3. And here we go, getting ready to go back green. Pace car off the track, back to green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And Jacobs all over the back of the 19 car right now. He does not want to give a gap there so Vieira can duck down. Neto ducks down to the inside behind Dana Grover. So the 4 and the 54 stuck on that outside line, and the 24 running behind the 19 now, followed by the 56. Ritzky Novar's got his car up to the 6th position in that 10, so good to see that Toyota up front. Trying to crack the top 5. Just ahead of him is Gelson Neto in the 12 car. Rory Cameron Martin on the inside there trying to sneak around Jesus Iglesias. 77 Dirty Mo sponsored Chevy. He's got to run. Udrich has got to run as well. Oh, Givaldo's up at the outside wall. Givaldo made contact with the outside wall. Bouncing off the inside, or the outside. That right side of that car is boogered up now. Look at Rory Cameron Martin trying to get around Jesus Iglesias, diving into the inside. He's got to run on the inside. Oh, contact! Rory Martin contact and gets into Tony Furtado. Man, what was going on there? What happened there? Take a look here. He got a huge run on Iglesias. Iglesias got out of the way. Oh, it looked like Furtado might have gotten down a little bit too, but didn't expect to see that 77 car there. And then, up into the outside wall. Again, take a look at this. The 77 on the inside right here. And they both, one went up, one went down right there. Tough. Ooh, man, really hard to dive down below somebody like that. And hard lick there for Tony Furtado. Looks like he might have driven his car down pit lane and retired his machine. What a tough break there for Tony Furtado. I don't think he's too happy with that move. Take a look at Ed Palumbo working this outside, getting around Bardelli Jr. So these guys on the outside have a run. And Jesus Iglesias pulling those guys around. Now the race leader is Jesus Iglesias. Arthur Vieira is in second. Let's take a look at the battle here as Iglesias has a heck of a run, followed by the 4 and the 54. And those guys got nose to tail and got up around Claudio Bardelli Jr. How about that? Well, Jesus Iglesias now the leader. Arthur Vieira is in second. Ed Palumbo third. Bardelli Jr. back to the fourth position. Sean Jacobs in fifth. Dana Grover is in the sixth position, leading that second pack. Not Dana Grover, but Gordon Carter, the other Canadian. 56. These guys have to get organized if they're going to try to close in on that front pack. 56 leading that charge, followed by Dana Grover. Gelson Neto, and looks like they might have been able to catch this draft. If I know those guys, he's going to tuck in behind. So 56 and the 89 have been able to close in. Chris Hughes in the 7, battling the 77. And the 77 getting by, back by, and the 8's also following him through. Vieira going to the outside. Vieira headed to the outside. Oh, no, I don't know if there's contact there, but the 54 slips through. Vieira went to the outside suddenly, and there might have been contact there. Let's take a look at this again. There might have been contact. No contact. Just got a little bit swirly. Went to the outside, and Vieira's going to back up. Wow. Jesus Iglesias is the leader. Ed Palumbo second. Claudio Bardelli Jr. third. Jacobs in fourth. Gordon Carter is in the fifth position here on lap 21. Arthur Vieira back to the 8th spot. Franco Alvarez at the tail end of this crew, running in P10. Ritzky Novar just ahead. You're starting to see some guys organize on the high line. Alvarez follows. Down to the throttle. want to get into the back of those cars, especially too wide. Bargelli Jr. bails and goes to the high line. Interesting. Some strategy playing out now. Some strategy playing out. Jesus Iglesias, the leader. I think there are still some pit stops in the future for these guys. They don't have enough fuel to be able to make it to the end. Kelson Neto, Artur Vieira, and Claudio Bargelli Jr. now find themselves at the tail end of this group. Alvarez trying to find a way to get this 83 car up front. It's Novar in the 10, just ahead of him. Novar running in the 6th position. Take a look at that second crew led by Rory Martin in the 77. Chris Hughes, Wesley Dean is one lap down, running in 15th, but he is just behind Rory Martin. Chris Hughes is running in the 12th position, the 47 of Dennis Schuderchen. Big time problems for him early in the race, running in P13. Ubaldo Spindola is the last car on the lead lap, running in the 14th position. Gelson Neto working his outside line, trying to make a go of it here by himself. And he's inching ahead of the 4, but I just don't think he's going to be able to make it as he starts to back up. Bargelli goes up on the high side, though. Interesting cat-mouse game here between the 12, the 4, and the 19. 19 filling that spot into the back of the 4. Go Alvarez trying to get something organized on the high line, man. I personally do not feel comfortable on the high line at Daytona or Talladega. I feel like guys that are drifting up a little bit on the bottom line really squeeze you into that outside wall. I don't feel like there's any room for error there as well. You're down on the bottom line, at least you got that apron, you got the infield and so forth. There's nothing really below you. But on the high line, you got nothing but wall and cars. The 83 making it work, though. He is pulling these guys up the front. Franco Alvarez, I tell you, he has a way to find a way to get up front, and it looks like the 83, the 4, and the 19, and also the 12 car working together. So now they're up front. Franco Alvarez at the helm. Alvarez the leader. Grover trying to get around Ritsky Novar. Grover on the inside line battling Ritsky. Ritsky's on the outside line kind of by himself right now. At the tail end of this group, and he tucks in. A couple of Toyotas there battling it out. Ritsky Novar trying to get around Dana Grover. We may start seeing some pit stops here very, very soon. Ed Palumbo trying to work this line as well. I think we're going to see pit stops here real soon, and it does look like Iglesias is coming down pit lane. Iglesias on pit lane now, here in the 22. Alvarez is the leader. So Jesus Iglesias finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track here on lap 28. Franco Alvarez, the leader.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no! Yellow flag! Not what you want to see if you just made a pit stop. Oh, my heavens. The yellow flag. And it looks like Rory Martin has come around. And it looked like maybe Wes Dean and Rory Martin might have made some contact. Take a look and see what happened here. Oh, he might have gotten hit by the 47 and then contact there. Take a look here as there might have been some contact. See, the 47 gets a run, gets into the back of the 8. And the 8 gets turned into the 77. Trying to hold on to that. So it looked like maybe Uderchin got into the back of Wes Dean. This is a little bit before on board here with Uderchin. Wes Dean just ahead. Rory Martin ahead of him. On the backstretch. These guys are going to try to come down pit lane, I think. On board here with Dennis Uderchin following behind Wes Dean. Coming down the backstretch. And some of these guys are going to come down pit lane or want to come down pit lane. It looks like Rory Martin had indicated maybe he's going to be coming down pit lane. And on board here with Dennis Uderchin. He's coming around. Oh, right there into the back. This guy's slowing down. That's what it was. Slowing down. He had nowhere to go. And maybe signaled there, but wow. Take a look. If these guys end up running out of fuel, I think. And they are waiting until the very last. This is why I don't do this. And then Martin, and he couldn't make it around. I think he ran out of fuel. And some of these guys are really, really tight on fuel. So 5 laps to go. Caution flag. Franco Alvarez. I don't know. Are these guys coming down pit lane? Not sure. Couple cars out of the race. Looks like Rory Martin and Tony Furtado both out of the race. So a caution flag late in the race, bunches things back up, but we had a good green flag run there. And the 83 of Franco Alvarez is the leader in that Mobil 1 sponsored Camaro. Archie Vieta in second, Bardelli Jr. third, Gelson Neto in fourth, Ed Palumbo is in the 5th position. Now I got to wonder here on the fuel situation. Did they have enough fuel to make it to the end? Some of these guys have not come down pit lane, and they certainly don't want to if they don't have to. You don't want to give up track position. But I would imagine some of these guys might be clutching their cars. I can't see these guys making it the rest of the way. I think you're going to see pit stops here. And this is really going to be an interesting deal because those guys that came down pit lane that were running behind them and a pack behind them, there's no reason for them to pit at this point. This is really going to shake things up, I think. See all these guys on pit lane. Ritsky Novar taking service. Jesus Iglesias stays out, of course. He's already made a pit stop. Chris Hughes jumps out there ahead of the guys. So he is now shown P2. Could it be Chris Hughes' night tonight? The Teach. Fellow teacher there, Chris Hughes. He's running in second now. 83, Franco Alvarez gets out. Does he get out ahead of the 19? He does, I guess he does. The 19 comes around. 19 in third, Alvarez in fourth. Dana Grover is in fifth. Gordon Carter sixth. Colombo and Jacobs seventh and eighth. Ritsky Novar ninth. Chelsea Neto in 10th. 2 cars out of the race, 14 drivers still in it. Everybody, I believe, on the lead lap. Now, Givaldo and Dean are at the tail end of the lead lap. Now, Wesley Dean might be getting a message here to let these guys go. I'm not sure. Or trying to conserve some fuel. Wes Dean out of fuel. So now going to get a push by Dennis Judicic. Get him onto pit lane. So Jesus Iglesias, the leader. Chris Hughes second, Bardelli Jr. third, Alvarez is fourth, Grover fifth, Carter sixth. Wes Dean has made it to pit lane. Taking some service. So Wes Dean taking service here, getting I don't know if I'd fill that car all the way up. That's probably not a good idea. Can he get the car fired again? That's the question. So I'm not hearing anything out of that car. Here we go. He does get it fired up, get it going. Puts him back in the game a little bit. Jesus Iglesias, the leader. Chris Hughes in second. Givaldo is at the tail end of the lead lap. He is going to get a wave around. So Jesus Iglesias, 22 Shell-sponsored machine, has taken the inside line. That puts Bardelli Jr. up on the outside. Alvarez will start on the inside in the second row. Dana Grover will start in P4. Carter and Jacobs, row 3. All right, here we go. We have a green-white checker. Another one. White checker here at in race number 2 here at Daytona. We're racing for the front row for next week. We've already got one position set. That's Arthur Vieta. Could he be the spoiler here and win again? He's got some work to do. He's back in P10. Could Dana Grover be the spoiler starting on the outside row there in row 2? The outside in P4. All right, here we go. I think the pace car's coming in this time by green, white checker here at Daytona. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Oh, Alvarez into the back of the 22, giving him a push. Dana Grover laying off the 19. Good shove there by the 83 into the 22, but that outside line starting to move. A little bit more organized. Now the bottom line here starting to move. 22, good run there with the 83. Oh, the 83 trying to move him out of the way. Ah, boy, I don't think you want to do that, man. No, I don't think you want to do that. And that caused those guys to scrub off some speed. The 19 and the 89 inching ahead. Jacobs trying to get up there as well. Side by side. Across the start finish line, we'll have one to go. Iglesias inching ahead. The 83 just behind him. Gordon Carter in this mix as well in the 56. Arthur Vieta trying to pick up P4 on that bottom line. Carter goes to the high side. Carter goes to the high side, dropping spots. And Palumbo going to get by. Holy Toledo. Iglesias holding on. Franco Alvarez just behind. Chelsea Neto up to P4. They're 3 wide, 4 wide behind, coming off the turn. 83 and the 22 together. Arthur Vieta could be the sleeper here. Pushing the 83. Oh, Jesus hung out to dry. Caution, no caution flag. They're wrecking. And Alvarez gets the win. Holy Toledo. Franco Alvarez gets the win. My heavens, man. Did you see that? What a finish. And Franco Alvarez gets the win. Wow. Frankie. Unbelievable. Unbelievable finish there. How in the world? Gotta go back and look at some of that. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. Good job to Franco. Wowza. That was an incredible finish. If I can go back there or not, I don't think I can. To see that finish, wowza. See if I can't get a good look at this last little bit. Let's take a look at this replay here as Franco Alvarez they're wrecking behind. Alvarez running behind Jesus Iglesias, and this might be a lap behind. This is the finish of the race. Is that Franco Alvarez in the right spot as they're wrecking behind him. Gets into the back of the 22. Into the back of the 22 again. This is down the backstretch. And Alvarez in the right place at the right time, and these guys teamed up. Oh, he got into the back of Iglesias there, and he slips around. Iglesias, oh man, look at that finish right there. Wow. And Alvarez gets the win. It looks like the 12 of Gelson Neto finishes in second. Wow. Franco Alvarez gets the big win, and congratulations to him. Holy smokes. As we go back to live here, Franco Alvarez, the winner. Congratulations to him. Fantastic job in the right place at the right time. That's for sure. Pretty good run there for him. Get his screenshot up. As we should, and Alvarez gets a win in race number 2. Take a look at the final results here in race 2. Hopefully we got enough time left on the clock. Take a look at it. Alvarez gets the win. Gelson Neto, P2. Art Vieta finishes in the third position. In fourth, Claudio Bardelli Jr. at Palumbo finishes 5th. Jesus Iglesias finishes in the 6th position. Gordon Carter finishes in 7th. Ritsky Novar 8th. Dennis Yudichin finishes in 9th. Sean Jacobs finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is Dana Grover. Givaldo Spinella finishes in 12th. 13th was actually Chris Hughes. 14th, Wes Dean. Rory Martin finishes in 15th. And Tony Furtado finishes in the 16th position. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez for winning race number 2. Good job to him. So that sets our front row for next week. Artur Vieira and Franco Alvarez. P1, P2 next week at Daytona. We got some more Daytona headed your way this weekend, and that is the Saturday Night Thunder version of the Duels in the Cup Series, race number 5, and we'll set the grid for next week's race at Daytona in the Cup Series. That's coming up this Saturday, tomorrow, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Really appreciate the help today and the patronage, watching the races, keeping the chat lively. Don't forget that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and then smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Really appreciate everybody coming out and watching the races, as interesting as they were. Tough Trucks will be in action on Wednesday, February the 12th at Lucas Oil Raceway, and I'll broadcast that live right here on TurnLeftTV starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 140 laps from Lucas Oil coming up on February the 12th. That's a Wednesday, race 6 of the season in the Tough Trucks. Well, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight, and I'll see you next time. I am out of here.